I could have just very manly hips. But they just need to deal with it. Am I ANY yet?
I was waiting for you to turn the light on. There you go. I know what now it's cursed.
I've taken over the AWKWARDCast, guys. This is what happens. Oh.
Now would be a great time to bail.
It would be a great time to bail. Sadly, we need to get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the AWKWARDCast. Aficionados Chris and Keyframe talk about random dribble. And I would love to introduce our guest to you today.
But he's broken.
But he's broken. We
have a very flattering image of him for the rest of this.
Yes, but I guess yes, if you notice, we have a certain German hole missing in our hearts, which is ANY. He's currently traveling to parts unknown, aka a part of Germany that is not Berlin. So who cares? I got my other awesome friend that has a name that starts with an A to join me, Aficionados Chris. Chris, for people who don't know who you are, please give us a rundown on who you be and why should we care.
I do movie reviews sometimes, usually Blu-rays. Physical media, that thing that people think is dying off, so... I'm irrelevant.
Oh, Sean is calling me.
Sean's calling you.
Hello, Sean.
In the middle.
It's okay. Do you want me to text you what picture you froze on the cast right now? Okay, I'm gonna put you on speaker so people can hear you.
That's a good idea.
Hey, okay, say hi to the stream, Sean.
Hello, stream. Here's the worst part about all of this is that I can't use Skype on my phone because Skype isn't installed and my phone has locked me out of signing into Google. So I can't go to the Play Store to download Skype to tell you guys what's going on or even join the call. So this is the worst situation to be in.
You could say it's awkward.
I hate everything.
He just saw the picture, ladies and gentlemen. But
oh God, let me see this.
Well,
downloading.
It's downloading. It's downloading. This is
Okay. Did the internet go back up? Is it up? Yes, okay, I'm gonna join the call again.
Okay, we'll see you there, guest boy. The most entertaining things happen. But yes, so Sean's gonna return soon, which means the NDI source is gonna break again. But we will enjoy sucking Sean a little bit longer while it lasts.
What?
There he is. Hey, Sean!
We have to resize you, boy. There you are.
Is it safe to say this is the most awkward show?
No, not yet. No one gave us a fuck, marry, kill question asking who would we fuck, marry, kill of the host and guest. That is still one of the most awkward moments of this show, is trying to be like, yeah, trust me, we've had worse. We've had worse. This is at least entertainingly awkward, and you had a good frame. But yes, Sean, you haven't been on the show in a long time. Please.
Is this his second run?
This is his second time, and this is the first time of him being on the show since he actually started working for ANY. So
yes.
Who are you? What do you do? Why should we care?
I edit videos for this channel now, so that's the only reason why you should care. No, I'm also a ex-animator and now just editor and typographist for DA Games, and that's pretty much all I do.
You wake up and you look at ANY's vectors and you're like,
I can't wait to get the new ones.
I know.
Those are gonna be great.
I know. You would get the new ones sooner, but someone didn't mention them at the end of the ending vlog in the last episode.
Oh, we calling him out?
I could call him out because he can't respond to me vocally, so I'm very happy. Text doesn't mean anything to me.
Oh, but you'll hear him. You'll hear him in your mind.
Do you really
I
think
can't get his voice out of my head now. He's done things to me. Editing his videos has done things to me.
Could it be worse? You could have Josh Corcher's voice in your head.
That's a good point.
What?
Very
I'm
cool.
just gonna ask Sean before we move on to any highlight stuff. When you think of things that are stupid, like when you're looking at something and you don't like it, do you just hear ANY's voice in your head being like,
That's stupid. A little bit. Just
I love that. No,
When
they're
I
not.
think of something
just
that's stupid, I just hear you in your New York accent going, stupid.
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 But
Stupid.
no, Max, they
You
are
need
not.
to get
they are
ANY to
not
say
ready yet.
stupid in that accent.
I don't think ANY could even force one word in a New York accent.
He can't make it a double vowel. Stupid.
He can't do American. To him, Americans are all cowboys, and then whatever I am.
So we all sound like Roy Rogers.
It's all of us, but
Is everyone a Texan?
with hats and mustaches. But I need to get on the structure of the show, or else Max is going to send me a voice message on WhatsApp being like, "You're ruining my show." But no,
Aren't the best podcasts without structure?
I'm sure that is what Dodger at Jesse said when Total Biscuit let them host the co-optional cast when he wasn't around. So, but no, oh, shut up, Jakey. Anyway, Sean, what has been
Yes.
going on in your life that you would like to share with the class? Anything fun and exciting? I heard
Yes.
you guys actually went outside of the house recently.
Yes, we did. We went to a Weird Al concert yesterday.
That's who you saw.
I didn't know
Yes.
it was Weird Al. Please tell us
Yeah.
how it went. That's actually really awesome.
So this was a special concert because this isn't just an ordinary Weird Al concert. This is Weird Al performing with a 41-piece orchestra.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
every
what
single
it.
one of his
That's
songs.
what it is. Tour. Is he touring with that, or is that just one
Yes.
show? Oh,
Yes,
that's awesome.
It's this tour. It's the Strings Attached tour. I unfortunately couldn't get a Strings Attached tour shirt, but I did end up getting this freaking Yankosaurus shirt. I don't know if it's gonna come into focus or
Okay,
not.
the reason why it's not coming.
Skype is adding this like
Yeah,
blur.
you have to right click your video feed on Skype
Oh.
and then get rid of the
Blur my
blur
background.
background.
Okay,
there you
there you
go.
Yeah.
Look
So
at
I
that.
got this shirt. This was $30. They unfortunately they only had the Strings Attached shirt in an XL size, so I couldn't do that.
That
But
could have been a nighttime shirt.
You could have worn it and then put Kai and Christian in it, and you guys could have become a Cerberus of Weird Al.
It's your get along shirt. Now, because I've known you longer than I've known Key, what number Weird Al content does this make this? Because you've seen him a few times.
oh god, okay, so 1, 2,
Skip a few. 100.
3, 4, 5. This is my 6th, I think.
Jesus, you have seen
Yeah.
Weird Al a record 6 times in concert.
How many
I
albums
have.
does Weird Al have?
He has
13, right?
13. Yeah.
You're
Yeah, holy
almost
shit, yeah.
you're almost halfway
course.
there you're almost halfway there of going to as many concerts as he has albums.
Well,
Yeah.
back when we did the pony stuff, because we together we reviewed the Weird Al episode, Pinky's Pride,
Mhm.
and one of the bits we did, because Sean has an extensive Weird Al collection, like memorabilia he's gotten from the concerts, like
Mhm.
signed photos, and he had a copy of the film UHF. That
Which
his
I
mother
also
and
got signed.
I'm sure you did, and his mother and I think his sister. It might have just been his mother, but
It was just my mom.
Yeah, your mom made a shrine for the joke in the video that you're gonna
Yep.
have like this religious shrine to Weird Al Yankovic.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
those-
I'll be
those were good
sure.
times.
I'll be sure to make sure when Max puts this episode up to put a link in the description of that Pinky Pride episode, because I remember watching that. That's a good one.
You won't remember.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
no,
that was
I
one
write
video.
it. I write it down so that way he remembers. You can't forget something that's written down, right?
You know, that actually makes me think about like how many of the pony stuff that me and Sean did do the people that were part of that actually watched and just never really acknowledged.
Yeah.
I watched.
Because we knew
your
Anthony
entire-
C watched this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched.
Anthony
your-
C gave that video high praise. He
It's
was
a
like,
good-
"This is
it's a
just as
great
funny as
video.
the actual episode."
It's a great
Oh, I
video.
know.
It was one of the, not one of the first, but it was one of the Prometheus episodes of Pony stuff that I watched when it came to like the reviewing community.
Although
and that was before I met
we were
you.
the first to post a review, believe it or not.
Yeah.
We were actually the first people to post one.
Of that episode?
Because that was one of those episodes that actually leaked, I want to say like a day or two early. And so Sean and I watched it together, and then once we were done, we wrote the review like all night. And
That is
so we
called
could have
inspiration. That is being
For
inspired.
some reason, that review got us into the Rift Cafe.
I'm so sorry.
Right, it did.
Yeah, I don't know how.
didn't do
Like,
anything. We were just
analysts
in
at that
there.
point. I'm like, why? We only did like one review.
Our bar
now
is
we're
very
analysts.
low. But awesome.
Oh, okay. Throwing shade at us now.
No, I'm saying I'm throwing shade at everyone.
Okay.
But no, so besides Weird Al, have you done anything else of interest, or was that the one blip of
That
light?
was the one thing that stood out compared to everything. I think the thing in the concert that surprised me the most in terms of what song he performed was Biggest Ball of Twine in Minnesota.
Why did that surprise
was
you?
the one song that like completely caught me by surprise that he performed, because I'd never heard him perform that live.
Huh. Is it like a B-side song or something?
It's one of his like 10-minute songs. It's from I believe it's from the UHF
Did he
album.
end with that? Was that his
No,
finale?
it was one of the first songs he did. He ended with Yoda and The Saga Begins as always. He always ends his shows with that.
It's just kind of the thing. There are rock concerts where the guitarist will go on 10, 20-minute guitar solos or drum jams and all that stuff. Weird
All
Al
the drum
has...
solos in Weird Al concerts are just like 5 seconds long. He just stops the show, drum solo, and that's it.
God, I would love to meet one of those musicians who do the strings attached tour with them.
Oh yeah, they're like the orchestra was amazing, and like the first 50 minutes of the show was just the orchestra itself without Weird Al, and they were just doing film scores. They did Indiana Jones, they did Mission Impossible,
That's really
they
cool.
did the Superman theme. It was really cool to just see the orchestra themselves for like the first 50 minutes, and then Weird Al came on, and then it just...
Yeah. That is cool. I am glad you had something entertaining, a life highlight. Not a lot of our guests actually get that because we tend to get guests who are just as much as introverts as us. What about you, Chris? What entertaining things have happened in your life recently?
I don't know about entertaining.
Interesting?
Not that I would talk about here. The people who are in here know, and I'm
Fair.
not
Yeah, fair.
Like, I mean, you could call it eventful. Outside of that, I mean, I'm trying to get back into the swing of content creation. Working out ideas, but can't go into too much detail because, well, then I would ruin the surprise, wouldn't I?
You would ruin the surprise, and then no one would like you anymore.
Especially Key.
Especially me. I don't like anyone already. You're already at a bad start. You're climbing an uphill battle. But
Good
no.
to know.
But yes, I guess I could talk about... I did have something entertaining happen in my life besides falling terribly ill.
Oh dear.
You're sounding a tad better about.
I know, I am sounding a bit better, which makes me happy. But after this podcast, I'm going to probably pass out in that bed right there.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Hey,
But
same.
no, no. The entertaining thing that happened to me before I got sick was last weekend. Mr. A&Y flew all the way from. I was about to say jolly old Germany, but Germany. He flew all the way from there to come down to California to hang out with me. But no, he came down for the weekend and we went to Knott's Berry Farm and Santa Monica Pier, and we've never been to either. So if you're wondering why my face is looking particularly red, it's because I actually went out in the sun. But
I just thought it was the webcam.
it could be both, honestly. But no,
We don't tan, we stroke.
We don't tan. We freckle and burn. No, Yeah, we went to Knott's Berry, which was a lot of fun. Everyone gives Knott's Berry shit as like, oh, you know, this is the place where you go when you can't go to Disneyland. Now, to be fair, we did go there because we didn't go to Disneyland. But we chose Knott's Berry Farm because we've been to Disneyland a bunch of times and we didn't want to deal with the traffic of Star Wars Land, a land we can't even go into.
Yeah.
I have heard about that, yeah.
Yeah, it's reservation based to like fucking like September. And it's like, oh great. Once you guys are done fucking being reservation based, California Adventure's gonna have Marvel Land that's probably gonna be reservation based too. It's like, oh, this is not a good year to go see things. But no, we went to Knott's and I paid extra for these things called Fast Lane passes, which are like, you know, bracelets that you get. Mm-hmm. And you know how in Disney, the Fast Pass is, oh, you get this little ticket that says it a time that you're designated to. That's not how it is at all in Knott's. You just walk up to the Fast Lane place, show your pass, and they let you in. You don't have to go to a designated time. The amount...
That is incredible.
It's incredible. We bypassed lines that were like an hour long and immediately got on the ride. It was like... And it's because you pay extra, you know? It's a little barrier of entry, but it was so fucking worth it. We were just like walking past these long lines and it's like, oh my god.
That sounds like heaven.
It is heaven. We were like kind of chuckling evilly to ourselves as we were walking by. I swear I looked over and saw Max rubbing his, like the fucking, Apple techs in South Park when they were like the IT guys when they're like, please tell me your problems, and just be like, oh, this is brutal, but we were able to go on like rides like twice and everything, and you can't do that at Disney. It's just
I don't like that I now have the image of Max rubbing his nipples furiously. I didn't
but
sign
now
up
you
for
have
this.
it. But like,
don't forget
thanks,
the nipple cutouts in the shirt.
But no, we went on a bunch of them, and the rides are actually a lot of fun, like a lot of record-breaking rides. Like there was one that has like a drop that's like 96 degrees.
Didn't you like link one of those in the chat?
I've linked a bunch of them, which are just like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Those look like so much fun.
They are fun, man. But the thing was, we had such a hard time figuring out where one ride is. We almost went on a kiddie ride.
Oh no.
Because the place is...
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The place is split up into different sections. There's Ghost Town, Boardwalk, Fiesta Village, or what Max called the culturally sensitive village.
Oh.
Because there were sombreros hanging from places. And a ride called Montezuma's Revenge inside of an Incan temple. It was a fun ride, though, so Montezuma did a good thing. But then... and then Camp Snoopy, and we were walking by, and the thing was, the ride that we saw was like right behind the ride that I think was at Camp Snoopy, so we almost went on a kiddie ride. The thing that makes me think about it...
Don't you dare shame Snoopy.
We're not shaming Snoopy! We were not shaming Snoopy. We found it perplexing that Knott's Berry had the IP to the Peanuts, but like, we're not shaming...
What else are they gonna get?
Okay, who's the one shaming the Peanuts now, boy?
I'm not shaming Peanuts, I'm shaming Knott's Berry. I mean, they have "not" in their name. They have no confidence.
But the best story, I mean, besides the fact that I got to witness ANY at the water park fucking doing a little jig.
Rubbing his nipples?
Oh.
No! Stop. Cease and desist. But no, like,
brought this up.
But no, we were at the water park and the dude fucking forgot he bought a level 1. No, I'll tell you about a level 1 ride. But no, fucking, we were at the water park because they have a water park across the street. And we were there because it was hot. We were having a good time. Except someone forgot that he owns a pair of sandals at home. Oh. Which we literally bought the last time we saw each other at the fucking water resort we went to. So he's walking around with no shoes on hot California concrete, like trying to find shade. It was the funniest shit because we would have a good time going on the slides. It's like, woo, that was awesome. Yeah, let's go over to get our towels so we could go to the. At one point, I was just like, you just stand in the shade. I'll go grab our stuff. I don't.
Yikes.
Like, the dude knows what shorts are, but he doesn't know what like, damn sandals are. But no, the other great thing, you know, besides the fact that we found a good food place, was there was this one ride that was advertised in one of the restaurants. It was a minecart thing. And, like, we were looking at the placemats while we were waiting for our food. And it's talked about this minecart thing where it's like epic adventure through the mines, and there's like volcanoes and waterfalls. And I was like, that actually sounds like a cool dark ride.
And ironically, no miners allowed.
Haha. Well, the thing is, I want you to know that they advertised this very epically. And then we walked in front. No, like, they were like, check out this epic journey into the mines. Watch out for dynamite. There's volcanoes and waterfalls and all that stuff. I was like, oh, that actually sounds kind of cool. Then we walked to the front of the ride. Here's the minecart, and here's its speed.
The minecarts in Minecraft are faster.
Yeah, we then looked it up somehow. Like, they had an intensity level thing. This ride should have been a level 1 intensity. Apparently it was a 3, and I don't get it, but I was just like, no, we're not going on this ride. We're not going to. I refuse to go on this ride. Max kept pulling me towards this ride. And then eventually we went on some other ones, and I was like, I'm tired. I need to rest my legs. And not only was he like, let's go on this ride. And you know, kind of dragged me on there. We used the fast lane thing, which means they just kind of let us through the exit row, sit there, and we were sitting there before people even got on the ride, just on this minecart. And here I am. I'm sitting here just angry, just like, I can't believe I'm wasting my time doing this. I could have gone on hang time again. I could have done literally anything else. And here's Max sitting on the other side because the minecart has like 2 seats. Here I am. Here he is. And he's just sitting there smiling away.
You're making him sound like a 7-year-old.
When do we get to the ride? This is the ride.
Oh yeah, Max even points out they literally told us we were the first the entire day to use the fast lane for that specific ride.
Oh my god.
No one's ever used the fast lane to this ride.
You must be the chosen ones. But like,
You get a t-shirt.
Oh, I wish we did. That would have made it worth it. No, we went on the ride, and it was just this slow down. I think I described it on the ride as such. It is like Pirates of the Caribbean at Disney without the charm or the fun. Because it was a dark...
Ow.
I wouldn't know. I've never been on it.
It was like a dark ride and had
yeah, you have.
It was like a dark ride, had set pieces, animatronics, which some of them looked nice. But I was just kind of like sitting there, just looking at A&Y the entire time. So there was shit going on behind me. I was refusing to turn my head because I was like, you made me go on this. And then for a moment, I thought, maybe this could be fun. Because they were like, hey, watch out for stray dynamite. And the ride started moving a little bit faster. It was like, oh, is there actually something happening? And then the most muffled, sad, quiet dynamite explosion happened. And the ride went back to being slow. And it's like, how are you still running? Why are people on you? And then...
Saying why at least enjoying himself.
Oh, he was enjoying himself a lot. I don't know how much of it was the ride and how much of it was my pain, but I feel like there's a 7-40 split there. But like, but no, we got off the ride, and I was just glaring at him the whole time, and he was like, "Oh, wasn't that great? Wasn't that fun?" I'm like,
You make him sound like a fucking 7-year-old.
He is
He's just a giant troll. He's like, oh, was that fun? Wasn't it? Yeah.
I'm just like, I should just leave you here. I'm the only one with Uber and Wi-Fi on my phone. I could leave you here, but I did it because I'm nice.
Could have just Marty McFly him. What the hell is that? And just ran.
I should have done that. But no, and then, but that was that day. And then Sunday we went to Santa Monica Pier, which I've never been to, even though I've lived in California for 5 years. But which is the pier where they filmed Us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie I haven't seen.
You should see
good.
it. It's good.
I haven't even seen Get Out, so it
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
How dare you? I need to get you the Blu-ray so you have a reason.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
But
I
no,
have a lot of catching up to do.
we went there, and we went there really early, which was such a fucking good idea. And it was just a nice chill day. We got A&Y a hat because he had a sunburn on the top of his head. I did too.
Did he also get it on the back of his legs, or was that you?
That was me. I got mine
That
on the
was
back
you,
of my
that's
legs.
right.
He got
I heard
his on
about
his
that part.
he got his on his shoulders and back of his neck. But no, like we you know, we got hats with this one hat salesman who was trying really hard to get a sale by using the worst hats. Like he
Please
kept
buy it. My kids will eat these hats if I don't.
But no, there was like Max found a pretty good decent like hat, but I was like, oh, I might as well get myself one. And the hat salesman kept giving me snapbacks with words on them, mostly like sexy and like
Juicy.
basically like the bedazzled or gold.
YOLO.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yes, and I'm just like, these are not my style, but I can't say anything. but no, and then we went to actually a really good burger place, which we witnessed. We witnessed a mom actually being a good parent, which
That's rare.
oh yeah, because she had like this 5-year-old or something, and he was acting up, and she was laying down the law being like, if you keep acting like this, we're gonna go home. And it's just like, oh, actually acting like a parent.
Congratulations.
Like the
Doing
thing.
your job.
The thing was, when we were leaving the place, she was like right next to the door. We were the table right behind her, and she was like, I'm so sorry about all this. And we were like, no, you are actually being a really good mom. We were talking about how impressed we are, and she was like, she was such a sweetie. Also, we found out that Max doesn't know what custard is. He thought
Really?
at the burger place it had frozen custard, and I like frozen custard. He thought I said mustard. And so I kept saying, oh, you gotta try frozen custard. It's really good. And he was just like, what? But, and then, you know, we went to the beach, went to the ocean. Max found out how cold the Pacific Ocean is. Because he went in and he was like,
Is Max just a child? Is he your child? Is he your lost child that
No.
needs a leash?
no,
Because the
don't,
way you always describe it,
No.
he just sounds like he gets into shit and makes an ass of
don't
himself.
call him my child. He doesn't need more excuses to call me mom because he knows it annoys me.
Oh dear God!
But no, we kept walking into the ocean, and we found out the ground is not like an Atlantic Ocean beach or Mediterranean. It just stays flat. The water doesn't get deeper, it just gets higher. And we spent maybe a good 15-20 minutes just trying to get used to the water. I just dived in, he was like, ha, I'm not submerging my head into it. Wave smacks him right in the face. But it was a lot of fun. We had a good time. We went to Rock and Brews for dinner that last night, and I made myself look like the biggest of asses.
Oh dear.
More than cheeseburger, where you ate the whole goddamn thing in like under a minute.
No. This was on the Uber ride there. The guy was playing music from his radio. I thought it was his radio. I'm just going to specify this now. And the thing that I found funny is that every song that was playing was a song I've heard on Todd in the Shadows worst lists.
Oh no.
And I was just laughing about it. And then a Lil Wayne song came on.
Mm.
And I don't like Lil Wayne.
Most people don't. I mean, people with functioning brain cells
Yeah.
don't.
But here was the thing. I was basically saying, I don't get the appeal of Lil Wayne. Why would people like this all the songs that are all the same that are just about women being a piece of meat. Then we got out of the car and Max was like, you do know you insulted the guy, right? I was like, what? It was his radio. No, Chrissy, that was a CD he had.
Good. I would have not given a shit afterwards. Like, it was his CD.
So
well, he has bad taste, and he should know that.
That's you. That's not me.
Fair.
I feel like I fall in between you two. Where I would have felt entitled, but I also would have felt a little bad.
Fair enough.
The inside of myself was screaming, just like, oh no, I didn't need it. I just don't like. I just don't get the appeal. I didn't mean to insult him. And then
There's no appeal.
And then in the bathroom of the fucking Rocket Brews, a kid pulled down my shirt. And it was just like,
oh,
was this karmic retribution or was this kid just being an ass? I'm
pretty sure he was just being an ass.
Yeah. But no, it was fun. And if people go on my Twitter, you'll find a cursed video of ANY trying to cut a quesadilla with a fork and knife, and not even he could do it.
Emphasis on trying.
I could put it up, but I don't want to go to the effort. It took enough effort to get all this set
I
up.
want to see this.
You know what? Fine. Because I'm a gracious person. I'm gonna
Yeah, do your job, Key.
gracious person doing job. But this is what I like about having a awkward cast with all Americans. We can go as long as we want because no one has to. It's not like midnight where
It's
someone
true.
is.
That's true.
Oh,
That is
it's
true.
really been like that late for him?
Oh no. It hasn't. I'm exaggerating.
As you do.
I know. Why wouldn't I?
I just love that your whole event was just a series of unfortunate ones.
Yeah, but to specify, I did have fun. Don't
Well,
get me.
clearly. I mean, that
Yeah.
sounded like a form of fun.
Well, people don't think that I have fun. Like,
Well, that's their problem.
Yeah.
I can't find the tweet. What the hell?
Hey, why we'll find it and post it later.
Yeah, okay. But no, but enough talking about my week and my events. But let's talk.
We filled up an hour already.
Oh, wow, we did. Hooray. Oh boy, guys, your boss has arrived. Oh, Will's here. Hi, Will. Welcome to the
Oh,
show.
hello.
But no, you know what? Since Will's here, Will makes media. So let's talk about media. Queen of
Yes.
Queen of transitions. So,
You just stab.
did I just dab? Did I?
Yeah, you did.
So Sean,
Yes.
I need to,
Context?
I very much do.
Okay, so, this
weird-
is a
weird-
Great
guy
job.
who...
Oh,
gee.
oh wait, there it is. What is
So
this?
this is a guy who makes Simpsons remixes, and that's all they do. I discovered them actually a couple months ago through Spotify's Discover Weekly feature, which is a feature where it'll just curate a bunch of different songs based on your tastes in music and recommend them to you. And this was one of his songs popped up on there. And I was just hearing Simpsons stuff and I was like, wait, what? And then I go to his discography. Literally, all this guy does is make Simpsons remixes. And that's it. And I find it absolutely fascinating. And he's been doing I guess? He's been doing this for like 3 years straight, non-stop. I'm just amused and fascinated by how long
His
he's
last
been doing
upload was a week ago.
Yeah! The frequency is absolutely insane. And he
Wow.
yeah. The
He started.
handgun one was something that
He started
Christian
with the Steam Hams video. Of course he did.
Yes. Christian linked like a handgun thing that he made in a chat, and I was like, this sounds a little familiar, and I looked it up, turned out it was that same guy. So, yeah, that's just the most interesting thing I've seen in the past couple weeks.
Would
Just-
you recommend this to people?
I don't know if I necessarily recommend it. It's just fascinating to me.
It's an anomaly. It
is.
It's piqued my interest just for like the sheer what the fuckness.
Exactly.
He can't have only done Simpsons.
How many subs does this guy have?
He's only done Simpsons remixes.
There,
That's it.
there has to be one time he did something.
Okay, there is a SpongeBob video. He did one.
So he just sticks with yellow
Pancakes.
characters.
Yeah.
is his theme.
That's like the only different video I could find that wasn't Simpsons related. Yeah.
See, I'm usually the one that brings weird ass media to this show. I mean, I brought the greatness that is John drinks water, and I feel
Right.
I feel
I
like
hate you for that.
a lot of people do, including the person you replaced. So
Oh, okay.
Max hates it because people have suggested John drinks water for the podcast. I think that's the one time that ANY has vetoed a guest. He's like, no, you're not.
You're not having the guy who drinks water on the show.
Or the guy who has the alternate channel where he eats bags of carrots.
That's right.
But yes, so link in the description to
Dankmas.
See what the anomaly Sean has found for yourself.
Yes.
But Chris, I feel
Yes,
like more
that's my
people
name.
can apply to your media, which is Star
Star.
versus the Forces.
Oh, you
I'm
didn't
not
go with
caught
the.
up.
Technically, I'm not either. I only just started going. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try and catch up.
So tell us about your journeys.
I love Star versus the Force of Evil. I've been watching it. I think the year it came out, and I just became hooked with it. It became one of my favorite shows of the recent years, and probably the closest thing to a good Gravity Falls replacement on the Disney Channel, or I should say Disney XD, because that's where it was for its first 3 seasons. What is it with Disney where they just dropped the last season of their show on Disney Channel?
I don't know. Is it like a
did that
victory
with-
lap, or is it just weird?
It don't, but it seems like, okay, our show's ending. It should be on the major channel. Yes, the channel where no one was watching it. Where, like, how are they supposed to be caught up? Unless they do, like, marathons.
But didn't people get your cable package for Disney XD to watch shows like this?
I have a feeling that Disney XD is probably gonna dissolve eventually. I mean, Jetix didn't last very long, and that was kind of what Disney XD is. It was just a block and not its own channel. Although they did turn it into its own channel.
Yes, they did.
But yeah, Star Versus is great. I'm like 2 episodes away from being completely caught up with the entire show, because I know it ended this year, and I was going to like while it was airing, I was gonna watch them, but then I went, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till they're all out and then like marathon them, because I feel last season I'm gonna get frustrated every time they end. Like, I'm gonna get Breaking Bad flashbacks where I go, God damn it, don't end it there. And because people used to tell me that when Breaking Bad was on, where like there used to be a meme like everyone's least liked frame, and it just says executive producer Vince Gilligan, which is like the most hated frame in television history. And Sean and our friend Tom Veliotis, who were big Breaking Bad people, said, we envy that you waited till that season was done, because I didn't have to deal with waiting for the next part. I just marathon the whole damn thing. So I've been doing that lately, and I won't spoil it for anyone. If you guys haven't watched Star, you should. It's a whiplash of a show where, like, you first watch it, it's kind of just I don't know if I call it generic, but it's a goofy show. But
I will say
it takes a
the
turn.
best animation in the show, from what I've seen, is in the first 6 episodes.
Yeah, because that's when they were using Toon Boom, and then second season or so they were like, screw it, let's give it a traditional animation budget.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of like, it makes sense why they did that change, because like right after the show takes a complete turn for tone, so it kind of works that they weren't like the bouncy Toon Boom stuff. But man, do I really love that look of the first season.
I know, it looks so damn good. I haven't seen anything past season 2.
There's
get caught up, man. Get caught up.
Yeah, the I could say this with all certainty because me and Max actually finished Starversus during that weekend. I could say with certainty. I could say I'm not spoiling anything. One, because I forgot to get the spoiler alert thing for the stream setup.
Oh.
Well, someone didn't put it in the asset folder. Then the other thing is I don't want to spoil it. The finale only came out a couple weeks ago. I feel like it's still fresh. No, I could say with all certainty, Eclipsa is the best character Star has ever made. I love Eclipsa.
I'm enjoying her. I don't think that's really much of a spoiler because Sean doesn't know who that is.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. But Eclipsa is just a well-written character. She's so understandable, and I just like her so darn much. But I'll say this without giving away any spoilers. I've seen the finale. Well, the last 6 episodes. You know, the home stretch of Star. When we were watching it, there was just so many moments where we were like, where I would just hear Max go, oh, for fuck's sake, like just not liking how certain things got wrapped up. And I think he said about the finale, I'm gonna quote him, and people can chastise him however it may. His opinion on the finale is, well, I found something that I disliked more than Weird Mageddon.
Disliked Weird Mageddon?
Why do you sin?
He can explain himself on his own time.
You've gone down a point in my book, mister.
Oh yeah, same.
Okay, Weird Mageddon Part 3, I think he didn't like.
That doesn't make it better.
Yeah, it doesn't make it any better.
You're just digging a deeper hole.
I
here.
know. Don't you see that I'm enjoying it?
Also, because I know there's a lot of people bringing up DuckTales. I'm not caught up on DuckTales.
I
have to get caught up on that.
The season 1 finale of DuckTales.
I did get far into season 2. I just haven't finished season 2.
Oh my god, I think someone is in the very minority opinion because now the chat's chastising.
Hell yeah, he is.
Who hurt you?
One of the most highly rated episodes of the series.
Yeah, it is.
To be fair, finales usually are.
Oh, yeah, but I feel like my opinion on it is that I feel like they left too much stuff open that I'm fairly certain they're probably going to make some kind of TV movie or something in the future.
Didn't they release a book?
That's just the Book of Spells. Like they just made a print version of it.
Well, I think that's the thing that they do with their Disney shows is they kind of like to leave them just a little open, because. You know, because it was Gravity Falls, I believe, wasn't it? It was Alex Hirsch's decision to pull the plug after 2 seasons. Like, it wasn't a Disney thing. Disney wanted to go longer, but he was like, nope, 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. And I think in this case, I haven't read anywhere. I don't know if 4 seasons was Darren Nefsey's decision or if that was Disney's decision. To cancel it at 4 seasons.
I feel like there was some kind of executive meddling that made it so they didn't have a 45-minute or hour-long special because, God, I personally feel like that would have benefited so much because they only had a half hour to wrap up the entire show.
Here's the thing, though. At least both of those shows got an ending, unlike a certain other Disney show that we all love.
Yeah. I did not catch any of that. What you were doing?
No, Wander Over Yonder. He's talking about
Wander Over Yonder. I never finished Wander Over Yonder. I have to fix that as well.
That's your sin. You can't.
Yeah.
I know it is.
You can't cast stones at
it.
poor A&Y if you haven't.
There was a time where Sean and I would make an effort to watch Wander Over Yonder together.
Yeah.
I think we finished the first season or something.
We did.
Then shit trailed off in our lives, and we didn't have the same time we did to do that. So I got burnt out. I don't want to watch it without Sean.
Oh.
But so now I'm like, well,
so
screw
sweet.
it. I should just watch it anyway. He did. So yeah, Disney shows are great, except when they're not. But usually they're great, and Star is great. And A&Y is a dummy head. Watch Star versus the Forces of
He's
Evil.
not saying don't watch Star.
I am sitting in his hole. I am going to shit on him. How do you like that, Maximilian? I'm in your hole.
You're making it sound like you you snuck into his house and is just using his bathroom while he's not at his home.
I know what I said.
You removed all of his furry wallpapers.
I had to clean them too. They were sticky.
Ew!
What?
Ew!
This is on you. I am here. Well, what's your media, Chrissy?
Give me a second. The worst part is about what you said about the stickiness is just the implication he has to turn around in his chair because it faces the other way.
And?
It's just a weird image, okay?
You gotta aim somewhere, and you can't aim on the keyboard. That's worse to clean up.
Stop!
Where you feel it coming, just fucking turn around and shoot. Like a Spider-Man web.
Can I end the show now? Can I say this is awkward? Because it is.
This is awkward.
You still have your media.
Yeah.
And we have fan questions. Actually, ANY brings up a good point. You're sitting in the guest spot. Sean is the new Keyframe, and I am the new ANY.
That's because Keyframe has Horizon backwards.
What? Anyways, my media.
Yes, your media.
Yes.
You know what? Since I liked you guys so much, I'm going to show you both medias that I had an idea for today. And one of them I'm sure you're going to love.
Okay. I don't like the name you gave it.
This is a song by Dave by Days. That's about Kermit, Jenna Marbles'
This
dog.
one, because you did this to me.
But the thing is, I did want to just talk about the YouTube channel Dave by Dave. It was just this was the best video to pick. If you people have ever heard the name Dave by Dave before, it's actually because he was the person that made PewDiePie's Luai intro, which is the
Oh, yeah, that's right.
the parody of Yai.
Yes.
Oh no. I'll play this after, Max. He sent me a message about Weird Mageddon. I'm talking about my media first. Don't sneak onto your own show. But yeah, but no, Dave.
If you make me edit of that stupid on Weird Mageddon,
that's what he
I will
leaves.
quit.
No, you should. It's just gonna have a giant like watermark somewhere in it, where it's like the views of the person does not represent the editor, just floating throughout the entire
the watermark
video.
just says the content creator is wrong and you should stop watching.
I'm with Chris.
Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe.
But no, like as you can see, he does
Yeah.
like a bunch of small funny songs, and I really like his stuff. I just love comedic
So he's kind
stuff.
of like he's like Hot Dad. The
Yeah,
guy who did
he really is like Hot
that
Dad.
kind of thing.
Like one of the things that he did was for no, that's not it. He did a version of YMCA for Yai for the epic outros thing where it's like Y-I-A-Y talking about people stealing the shows and everything. And I don't know, I just thought he was a very charming, funny person. And also he made a song
You
about
only
Keanu
say that because he
Reeves.
made a song about Kermit.
No, he also
so-
made a song about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
seeing that.
Forgiven.
They're breathtaking.
Very, very. But the actual media I want to talk about is a show I've been binging clips of for days, and this is 101 Dalmatian Street.
Well, at 101 Dalmatian Street. It's an address.
Oh. But I'm just...
I've seen like images for this
So
show.
you say clips, so you haven't actually seen like a
I've
full
seen
episode.
I've seen full episodes, but I say clips as in that's how I got started.
I was interested in that the first time I saw the intro. I loved the song, and I really love the art style, and to an extent the animation, because I love that bounciness.
And I love the art style too. This is how you stylize an old cartoon. Well, and like 101 Dalmatians like really lends itself to be stylized because 101 Dalmatians in and of itself was stylized. And I love that like I think like when it actually is a close up of Dylan. you could actually see like they keep that kind of sketchy look that went with like the Xerox style. Which
I love.
With his outlines and everything. Also, Dylan is a good boy, and I love him.
I don't think I've
I was
actually
just waiting.
seen clips for this show before.
It's a really good show.
Yeah.
The basic premise is there's just an apartment filled with dogs of Delilah and Doug, who are the parents, and they have 99 Dalmatians because they are two separate families put together. Like Dylan and Dolly, these two characters, they're step siblings, and their owner was a crazy rich lady who moved to an island and just left the apartment to the dogs. And there's just a bunch of gadgets in the house to make their lives easier. But yeah, it basically just follows the adventures of Dolly and Dylan, helping raise their family and all the adventures that comes with being a bunch of dogs in London. And I love it. And if you heard familiar voices, Dolly is voiced by Michaela Dietz, who voices Amethyst in Steven Universe. And Dylan's actually voiced by the guy who voiced Mark Beeks in DuckTales.
Oh, interesting.
It's weird, because Mark Beeks is such an asshole, but Dylan's such a good boy.
Acting.
I know, I love him, but like the other characters that they don't show all the characters that they have, because like
They only have so much money.
I know, but no, but like at least in this clip they have like the main cast, like they have all the puppies, but the main puppies are like the 18 of them. So there's Dolly and Dylan, and then they have the younger siblings. So there's like Dorothy, who's like a baby, so she hasn't even had her spots yet. Then there's Da Vinci, who is like an artist one. Not shown in this clip, but there's one called Dante, who is completely black with white spots, who talks about the end of the world.
Oh dear.
And he is my favorite character on this damn show, because his voice mannerisms is that he'll talk normally, and then suddenly he'll talk like this. Like, just pest. And there's constantly these clips of his eyes because he thinks the end of the world is gonna happen. And he's... those are details. Yeah, he just...
Those are like SpongeBob close-ups.
Yeah, that appears a lot. And then there's Dawkins, who's like the sidekick who makes all the things. Delgado, who's a dog in a wheelchair. Well, you know, kind of
Delgado.
like the wheelchairs where it's just the back legs, like the hind legs don't work, and so on and so forth. And they're all really cute and charming, and it's just an endearing show. And especially after seeing that fucking promo art of the new Chip and Dale show that's going to be on Disney Plus, that looks like
that's right.
That looks like it's made from the people who made Fish Hooks.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully it's not.
I know it's not, but it's like that art style just gives me flashbacks.
I want to give Fish Hooks a little more credit that it's a little more appealing than what the Chippendale one looks like.
That's very true.
Ouch.
But like, I love the style for this, and the...
How many episodes are there?
I think like... I don't remember. It's still in its first season, I think, because it only aired like earlier this year, like April or something like that.
Okay, that's
but
pretty recent.
and it hasn't aired in America yet. Actually, it's only aired in the UK. It's going to be airing streamed. It's going to be actually one of the Disney Plus programmings for America. This is like a British-Canadian production, and it hasn't aired in Canada. But
which is okay. So it's British-Canadian, except the cast is neither.
No, actually, a lot of the cast is British, like actual British actors. But a lot of the like American sounding characters, like the dad dog is American, so that makes sense why Dolly is American. And I think they say in one of the episodes that Dylan's dad is an American dog. So there's a reason why some of them have American accents and some of them have British accents. So that's actually refreshing to know that. But I really recommend looking up this show and watching episodes because it's so cute, and especially if you love dogs like I do. So our friend Lizzie's gonna love this show.
Oh yeah.
I look like a Dalmatian with this shirt.
Yes. But 101 Dalmatian Street. Go watch it. It's very good. It's very good.
I'm getting a Disney Plus account, so
Yeah, I think
I'll have
all of
something.
us are, in all honesty, because
it's
for what it is, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's only
It is.
what, $7.99. It's cheaper
Yeah.
than
$6.99.
$6.99. It's like
Yeah, it's dirt cheap.
it's cheaper than Netflix, the Boomerang streaming, Hulu. It's cheaper
Yeah.
than all that.
And
It's
more
gonna have a lot
content.
of content.
A lot of content. All the important shit. Star Wars, Marvel, the Disney catalog.
Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons. Simpsons is going to be
We're
on
gonna-
all 30 seasons.
All 30 seasons. You can watch
They
steamed
confirmed that.
hams
They
in
said
high quality
all
thanks to
30
Disney Plus.
seasons at
I
launch.
wonder if Futurama would ever make it.
That's a good question, actually.
We will find. But you know what? Speaking of questions, people
Mm-hmm.
asked us questions.
Did they?
Hi, welcome to the Q&A. Aren't I great
Great
at these?
segue. You really are. You're a natural. It's almost like you co-host a show.
I do. It's almost like that. But while I look up a question, let's hear ANY's thoughts about Weird Mageddon.
Oh
Didn't
no.
say we did.
Issues with Weird Mageddon on the top, from the top.
What the?
What?
What?
It just, my phone just was like, it went black for a minute. It didn't want to hear ANY's thoughts on Weird Mageddon.
You just take that as a sign.
No, here we go.
Issues with Weird Mageddon on the top, from the top of my head. The fact that it was a show all about mystery, and they, with the circle and everything, and they were like, oh, this circle thing, oh, it's up for interpretation, oh, drop it, doesn't do anything. The entire Maple episode, which was just like, God damn it, get it, to put it together. And then the 5 endings where they could not finally stop the show, where they revived Uncle Stan instantly on the next day and everything. Disappointing. Spoilers, by the way.
You should have probably put something up before
Yeah.
you play that. One major problem with that, there's a reason it doesn't do anything. It was never supposed to.
Yeah.
Look,
If you actually bought the Blu-ray and listened to the commentary, like I did, you would know that.
I haven't actually listened to the
if I
commentary.
if I keep getting messages just to have for you and ANY to have an argument over my phone about Weird Mageddon, this is going to be a very long
Get
podcast.
in your own show and fight me, you coward!
1v1 Scrub Lord.
Questions, Key, questions.
Yeah, questions. Why am I here? Oh, you mean for the show. Okay. From ANY, what is the most fun end of the world you hope to experience for yourselves? Wow.
Is this because of Weird Mageddon?
Yes. Is this because of Weird Mageddon?
That is a stupid question. And a fun end of the world?
And what kind of Andrew WK Meatloaf album cover ass thing are you imagining?
The thing is, like, it's the end of the world, so nothing about that is fun.
Yeah.
So I'm hard pressed to come up with the okay.
You
What
mean
would
like
make it?
something fun you could do that just happens to be when the world is ending?
Can I
I mean,
just
I can answer that.
Can I just start the end of the world? My end of the world is that there's a set of dominoes made, like a domino thing that if you knock it over, the end of the world happens.
You want to make a literal domino effect.
Yes, that's my idea for a fun end of the world because goddamn ain't it creative. But that also means it would take a fucking long time. Because imagine how many dominoes it would take to destroy the world.
Enough that the world would burn itself out, so it would be pointless.
Not
How
with that
long
attitude.
would the domino chain last for?
That is, and will the dominoes reach the target?
Point.
Wouldn't that be great? Some evil mastermind is like, once this last domino falls, the end of the world will happen, and then it's like, it only knocks over the
I
first
also imagine
two.
you like frustratingly try halfway through some of the dominoes fall, being like, "Fuck! Now I got to start over."
Okay, well that's my idea. They would increase in size, Denim, obviously.
This is.
I don't even know how to answer this question.
It would either be that or do like an
I can't think
go.
of a fun way
Yeah.
to end the world, or like that's the thing is that the question is so bizarre. Like a fun version of the end of the world. I don't know, a giant theme park attraction, like a water park. There's a water park and it floods the whole world. Everyone brings their
Okay,
swim
let me
It's
add
called
on to
Noah's.
that.
Add on to that.
You get on a roller coaster, and the end of the roller coaster dives you straight into a nuclear bomb that detonates and blows up the whole world.
Blows up the whole world. There you go.
That would be a fun way to have the world end.
And right before you hit it, everyone flashes.
Apparently, the examples he's giving is like Hot Fuzz, Zombieland, and Fallout. They're still bad end of the worlds, though. You just have fun.
The world's end.
Yeah. Do you mean like how would you enjoy the end of the world? Like what?
Okay, see, that's a better question. How would you make do with surviving and a post?
I stick with my dominoes.
Okay, well, apparently Key just really wants to play with dominoes when shit goes belly up. So I don't know.
The biggest battery in the world and could just hide in a bunker and give power to like basic electronics, I would be happy.
Genuinely, I would just go to every retail store and steal every piece of physical media.
That's a good point, assuming it's destroyed.
Well, I would probably have been prepared enough to have one of those generators so I could still enjoy, because, hey, the internet might be out, but I still have my shows and movies, so fuck you, Netflix people. I still have entertainment.
You become like the kingpin in the world in that universe with like instead of Game of Thrones with the throne made out of stones.
To have like they have to come and be like, I want to watch BoJack Horseman. Ah, well you've come to the right place.
If you answer me these riddles 3.
What about seasons 3 and 4?
It's like the movie trivia at the beginning before a movie instead of riddles.
But instead of like pathetically easy, it's like actual trivia, like who was the costume designer for Edward Scissorhands?
Oh.
Exactly. I would be that cruel.
What coffee was the coffee that they left on the Game of Thrones set?
What was the name of the coffee in Spaceballs? And the thing is, it should be easy if you've seen Spaceballs. So that's the first question.
Yeah, I don't know, ANY. Your question led to some very entertaining answers. So.
It did.
Okay, that Irish geek asks, what were your thoughts on E3 2019? Who won?
Nintendo won.
Nintendo won. We don't need to...
Xbox was pretty good, though.
Slightly haired, but the thing is, like, Square Enix doesn't win simply because, besides Final Fantasy VII Remake, nothing else mattered to me. Like, they could have announced something that would end up being, like, a good game. Okay, probably not. But they could have, and they still wouldn't win because all they had to me was Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Yeah. Nintendo had, newcomers to Smash, release date for new Animal Crossing, new Amiibos.
New Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, new Breath of the Wild, and of course, Spyro being ported. I mean, we all knew that was going to happen, but it was great to have that confirmed.
It's going to be on Switch and PC. You know I'm getting that PC ported.
Yeah, but it's important because, all Tia has ever asked me is, when is Spyro going to Switch? And as soon as they announced it, I messaged her going, there it is, you got a date, September. It's going to be porting to Switch.
I love the fucking thing. So when I went on Twitter before the Nintendo E3 conference, and everyone was like, Banjo's going to be announced for something, I just know it, and everyone was giving everyone shit, being like, you guys just care way too much. Nothing's going to happen. They haven't done anything with them in a decade. But which is the most.
Seeing everyone's reaction to Banjo is the most wholesome thing.
The
I've
Nintendo store at NYC. Someone put up on Twitter. That is like the most and all the art of it is so wholesome because you have all the classic Nintendo characters that have been in Smash going to them, being like, "It's good to have you back, buddy." It's like.
The last time I felt something was like something to that effect was when the news was first breaking that Marvel was possibly getting the rights back to Spider-Man so that he could be in the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
And this was when like Amazing Spider-Man 2 bombed, so this was like during like the Sony leaks and shit like that. And someone made this like image of Captain America carrying a wounded Spider-Man walking out of the Sony logo. And he said, "Come on, soldier, let's go home." And I went, "God damn it, you got me! You got me! It's so stupid, but you got me."
I know, but there was one comic I found where it was like all the Nintendo characters like Mario and everyone was like, "We're glad to have you back, good Banjo." And then all the new characters from like Splatoon and Animal Crossing and stuff are just like, "Oh my goodness, you're one of the icons from the old days, right? That's so cool." And I was like, and then it had Banjo being like, "Oh, icon, huh? Wanna go home?" It's like,
My favorite thing was just seeing Grant Kirkhope just hold the Banjo-Kazooie plush saying, "Banjo-Kazooie, we're home." That got me. That got me.
And also, just to talk about the more cynical side, I love the fucking reverse memes of people from the West and the East with the Dragon's Quest reveal.
Yeah!
And it's just like the East people not getting why people are so excited about Banjo, but loving the Dragon Quest, and the same thing on the other side. It's just like, it just shows Smash Brothers and Nintendo is amazing because they have a little bit of everything for everyone. And
as an addendum to that, like I'm curious because there's 2 slots left for the Fighters Pack.
oh boy.
What do you guys think are going to be in there?
The big thing is, because Banjo, who is still a Microsoft character, is in there, it could be anything. They have completely shown...
That's the thing is that with who they've announced, bets are off.
Plus who they've been able to get back, because keep in mind, because Smash Ultimate was able to get like Snake and everyone, and Square Enix characters and stuff like that, so... You know... So it's,
again, I fingers crossed they can put Cuphead in Smash. That'd be amazing.
That would be. I mean, they've made a big deal about Cuphead being on Switch. So
yeah,
and in Teslas.
Yep.
Shut up. We don't talk about Elon Musk's stuff right now.
I didn't mention Elon Musk. I just mentioned the car.
I think my 2 wants are Rayman, because I want Rayman. It would be
Rayman.
But my thought, and we've had this discussion, the Nintendo Labo is going to have a character. I want this little cardboard transforming boy to fight against the Wii Fit trainer and Rob the robot. And Mies. Like, it just makes sense. Nintendo always gets a peripheral as their thing. And what other peripheral do they really have for the Switch? So unless they decide to make the Joy-Cons a character, then I don't know. They're like the Ice Climbers, except they're remote controls.
Oh my god.
But no, and besides that, I think the only other thing that made me kind of hyped is, I guess I'm in the minority, which is Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, I knew about it, but it wasn't until Keanu Reeves went, "Oh, you have my attention."
You're beautiful.
You're breathtaking.
You're breathtaking.
I love Keanu. Keanu's a good boy. But like,
Sora is never going to happen, people.
Hi,
never
I'm
happening.
Sora from Kingdom Hearts. But Pappy Van Poodle?
Oh, Pappy Van Poodle. Okay. Have you guys seen that video that Nick Robinson did about the Nintendo character with 0 Google results?
No.
It's an interesting video. So there's this game, this 3DS game called Rusty's Real Deal Baseball, which is a free-to-play game that has none of the damaging aspects that most free-to-play games have. It doesn't have, like, microtransactions or stuff. And, like, you have the ability to pay to progress, but they encourage you not to pay anything. It's a game where they encourage you to actually, like, make deals and instead of like outright buying things. And apparently if you actually buy all the items, you unlock a secret character called Pappy Van Poodle. And everyone was like making fan art of this character and stuff after the video came out.
He's so cute. He's
of course you would say that.
He's an old man.
He is an old man.
I mean, his name is Pappy. What did you think he looked like?
I don't know. I don't like this one thing that I'm seeing in related Google image searches, so we're just gonna turn that
Your
off.
first mistake was, having safe search off. So you only have yourself to blame.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah,
But,
I would recommend watching that video.
though someone actually did bring up a good argument of putting Steve from Minecraft in there because Minecraft is one of the most influential games of recent history.
That is a factor, allegedly, when Sakurai considers people is what is their impact in the game industry. And whether people like it or not, Minecraft is very influential and has a huge impact in the gaming industry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain if
Plus,
Steve
I imagine that the gaming mechanics they would make or the fighting mechanics they would make for that character would actually be very interesting. So,
he has a lot to work with, is the thing.
yes, it does. But you know what? I think you all had our answer of who won E3.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I mean, there was no contest.
When did they not win? They won last year too.
I do think Xbox came pretty close second.
Pretty close, but let's see. Still sick. Oh, Big Mood asks, sometimes you don't want to be stimulated. You just want to have background noise. What's the latest show or series of anything that has worked as background noise while y'all are doing stuff? Your mom.
Question.
No, okay, what do you guys have?
Lately, I've been watching a lot of Arlo. Arlo has been a good thing
Arlo. I love
to watch as just something to have in the background. Because a lot of his stuff is just gameplay footage. He's going to be at too many games.
Yes, he is. I've been contemplating bringing Aficionados Muppet just so they can do a thing.
That would be fantastic. I would love that.
But what about you, Chris?
Background noise. Usually I just put on music, because I find videos don't really, do the same thing as some music does. I typically put on Aphex Twin to have something calming.
Weird because with me, if I'm listening to music, I have to pay attention to it and
not with Aphex Twin, because Aphex Twin is ambient. So it's not you don't get sucked into lyrics or anything. If I was I gotta work on something, I should put on some AC/DC, because I've heard James Rolfe does that. When I edit, I put on Iron Maiden. I go, how do you do that? You're crazy. But I put on some Aphex Twin. I'm good, because it just has some kind of effect. It calms me down and lets me focus.
Isn't it bad that when you mentioned AC/DC, the first thing I thought of is Christian going, wow, AC/DC, that's gay.
No, because Christian is a fucking 4-year-old in the body of what looks like a midget that grew several sizes.
It's funny because it's kind of true.
He has a midget's ass. He's just a midget that grew several feet.
Now I'm just thinking about that, fucking... What was it? Not... fucking, Oh no. Why did...
Did anyone send another fucking voicemail?
Yes, a 6-second one.
Oh, God.
Is he just saying "re"?
Yes.
Yes. Final thoughts on the weird
Scream it. You can't just go "re."
monotone screaming.
Hi, Joey. Joey's in the chat.
It was his final thoughts on the Weird Mageddon discussion. Apparently, thanks. You were so punctual with that. But no, and then Max was like, "Yeah, Critical Role is also a good one, at least for me. Having just that kind of storytelling."
Oh, that's
things.
that D&D show.
Yeah, with Matt Mercer and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've heard of that show.
Yeah, but no, you can't yell in text. That's not the same. But no.
Well, what's your thing?
What's mine?
What do you?
Well, I usually do music too.
Okay, so you're on my side.
But if I don't do music, the videos I tend to listen to are My Brother and Me, Because I find those are the good mix between both being background noise and also being stimulating enough to activate creative juices.
Yeah, podcasts are also great. I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was to grab one, I do listen to Joe Rogan a lot to have on in the background.
And then the other thing that I listen to, which is just, I don't know, maybe it makes me feel better about myself. I put on a lot of Kitchen Nightmares and Hotel Hell. Just because I love hearing dumb people get told why they're dumb. Is some of this stuff staged? Maybe. But you know what? It's still a dumb person being told they're dumb.
Yeah, whatever works.
I mean, these are real restaurants that they put themselves on, and it's just like, oh, even if it's staged, you agreed to make yourself look stupid.
Even if, like, a lot of the episodes follow the same general pattern, I'm still on the edge of my seat with all of them.
I put on that Amy's Baking Company episode
God.
often because that one is just genuine.
drink.
That one's genuine. That one is just
Yes.
a true crazy person, and I love the theories that people have that was actually like a mob front from the husband, like that the play, because it's like, how is this place still like running and everything? Because that place probably wasn't. It was just a front for some kind of back alley deals, my dude.
Hey, you watch what you say, eh?
Look, they can't attack me. I'm family.
As am I, but you make a wrong turn.
You take a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Sean's a hippie. Anyway, so next question.
Yes.
RN Trigger asks, I need to know, if you could ban one food, what would it be and how would you eradicate it?
What are we, the president?
Yes.
I wouldn't ban a food, but if there was a general thing you consume that I would get rid of, it's prune juice. Fucking hate prune juice.
Why are you drinking it?
When have you ever needed to drink prune juice is the real question.
I was at my aunt's house once, and the only thing they had to drink...
is so fucking stereotypical, because of course
it was not
relative had it.
It was the only thing I had, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever drank.
And you shit yourself afterward. It just ran right through you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
how would you eradicate it? Would you boil it till it's steam, or?
I would flush it down a toilet.
Don't make the fish shit themselves.
That is some poetic justice, pouring prune juice down the toilet, just beating it to the punchline. Just, you know what, fuck it, you don't get to go in my system, you go straight to the last part where you end up.
Yes.
What about you, Chris?
What would I eradicate? Probably yams.
No, stop right there. What the fuck is wrong with yams?
They taste gross.
They do. They taste like yams, and yams aren't really flavorful.
They're too sweet.
Thank you. They just like they taste like really sweet. Like, you know when something just tastes more like water, and you go, then why am I not just drinking water?
You people.
What?
Are wrong.
And how would I eradicate it? I don't know. I'd burn all the crops that makes yams.
So you burn yam crops.
Yes, I would burn all the yams. Set them on fire.
This is your presidential stance
right now.
They will rue the
day that they thought they could give me fucking yams. I am going to make a combustible yam that burns your house down.
You done?
Would you make a yam bomb?
Yes, I would make a yam bomb. What would you ban?
I have 3 things I would ban. One.
Oh, 3? Okay, you were judging us, but you come.
I would ban avocados
with 3.
simply because I know people that like avocado.
Christian likes avocados. He's a monster.
I want to ban avocados, eradicate avocados. That way, I know that the people that I know that like avocados could never have an avocado again.
Yes. I agree with both of your choices so far.
But the thing is, that is just purely out of spite of people, because I have no problem with avocados personally. So
You just hate avocado eaters.
I just want to see people in pain.
That's fair.
Mostly,
Okay.
mostly Max, because he likes avocado. And
Oh, this is personal.
And he does the
Ooh.
he does the millennial thing of putting avocado on bread.
So he makes avocado toast.
Yes, basically.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
Fun fact, Chris also just answered my end of the world question from earlier, combustible yams. You would end the world.
Combustible yams.
I mean, the thing is...
But I thought it was fun. There's nothing fun about a combustible yam.
According to Max, there is.
Well, Max also likes avocado toast, so I think his opinion is not fucking valid.
This was a good replacement. But no, my other two. One is because I genuinely don't like... I would eradicate barbecue sauce. I don't like barbecue sauce.
Oh,
now
yes.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
No, I agree. I hate barbecue sauce.
What is wrong with you people? You put that shit on a hamburger?
No, I hate it. I hate it so much.
You're really pushing my buttons here.
The way that I would eradicate avocados is that I would, like, get the people I know who likes avocados, sit them down Clockwork Orange style, make a delicious fucking guacamole with every avocado in the world, and then set it on fire.
No. You don't set it on fire. You, like, carry it, and they'll be like, oh, yes, give me that sweet guac taste with some nacho, and you just, oops, and just drop it on the floor, on a carpeted floor. You can't save that.
In their own house.
In their house.
I'll put a rug in people's houses that have hardwood floors. But no, how I would eradicate barbecue sauce is that I kind of want to just do a variation of flushing it down the toilet like the prune juice. I would do fucking the Boston Tea Party, just throw all the barbecue sauce into the ocean.
Make a drink with prune juice and barbecue sauce and have your worst enemy drink it.
Oh, that may kill a man. But my third food I would ban, and follow me on this, is pizza. But wait! Listen to how I would.
What fucking guinea are you?
No, wait! Listen to how I would eradicate pizza. Because this whole
want to.
This whole
By
point
eating
is
all of it yourself?
Yes, I would eat all of it myself because I love pizza.
That's not
That's
banning.
cool, but I could get behind it.
I would just acquire all the pizza in the world.
Would you
and own it?
Would you consume so much pizza that you yourself would
become...
taste and smell of pizza, and therefore I would eat you?
No.
Therefore, I could have the very last pizza.
This is some cannibalism bullshit right here.
Is it though? If you taste that you are what you eat, and you became the pizza.
Would the world be hunting me down just so they could have the last slice of pizza?
No, because I would hide you in a bunker under the guise of, yes, my child, you may eat all the pizza you want, and then once you're done, yes. And now...
Is this punishment
real
for?
fun begins.
Is it punishment for even uttering the banning of pizza?
Well, no, it's punishment for eating every goddamn pizza in the world
Yes.
and not letting me have any of it. So I trick you into eating it all, frozen included, and then you have become
okay, actually, never
pizza.
mind. Never mind, I actually realized if I was to eradicate pizza by eating all the pizza, that means I have to eat Little Caesars, and I have to eat
You have
frozen
to eat
pizza.
Lunchables pizza as well.
Okay, never mind. Pizza can exist in the world because that's a caste system, and I get the good ones.
Amazing. I love how you went back on that so quickly.
I would.
Realized,
You just
not
need to
every
bring up.
Congratulations.
You just need to bring up Lunchables, and you're fine.
And fuck you. I like Lunchables. I'm a single man.
Bring up Lunchables, Little Caesars, Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, you have to eat all the Hawaiian pizza. I didn't even think about that.
Ugh.
You'd also have to eat Christian's fucking, like,
Here's the
crazy topping
Eat
pizza.
pizza, it doesn't specify whether or not they have to have other things on it besides what makes a basic pizza.
I would, but that's not how I imagine a world of pizza.
What's our next question?
Our next question is, this is a great one, from Enigma. With A&Y not around in this awkward cast whatsoever, how have you all dealt or deal with him in your own fashion? How have you learned to bring A&Y in your life? A&Y, you're lying. Get your lies out of here. Fake news.
Well, I mean, simple answer, he's not. So I got that figured out.
I have to edit his videos.
Well, that's your problem. I have to know about Max through Keyframe, and that's about it.
That paints a very vivid image.
Yes.
Of a 7-year-old.
I deal with Max by trying to finish his videos as quickly as possible, so I don't have to hear them anymore.
At least you get paid, unlike a certain Jewish blue horse.
Oh. Dude, get that out of here, man.
What? I didn't say their name.
But no.
I just put the name in the listener's head.
They
know who I'm talking about.
There's a certain term that I can't think of right now of when you're around someone for a long period of time, and eventually the things that annoyed you about them, you start to like about them. What is that term again? Stockholm syndrome?
I was gonna say that Stockholm syndrome.
That.
You know, when you tell him after days, take a fucking shower, and then after a while, you just really enjoy the musky scent that he has of a natural German sweat. And you realize, like, true appreciation of someone is you want to fucking kill them, but you don't.
Yep.
Okay,
It's like that Avenue Q song.
I'm gonna stand up on a little soapbox and say,
Schadenfreude? It's that song?
No, the more you love someone, the more you want to kill them.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with Schadenfreude.
I'm gonna stand on my soapbox for a minute and just give this defense to A&Y out of everything. He bathes. Anyways.
I wasn't. You think
Next
I'm being
question.
literal with that?
He bathes.
That's one example. One example. Of course he showers.
Anyways, so
that silence told me
the
everything.
happiness of the misfortune of others. Very German.
That's why they made a term. Oh God, don't bring the term musty ferret into this house ever again.
That is disgusting.
I'm going to refer to Max now as musty ferret.
I mean, ferrets already have a smell, so it's like.
But you always compare Max to a ferret, so it's fair. It's ferret.
Oh my God. Anyway, we get to the closing part of the show, and we have a tradition here on the AWKWARDCast nowadays, called Fuck, Marry, Kill, where our local wolfhead gives us a good old fuck, marry, kill question to have the host and our guest, our good old asexual guest, answer.
Just get to the dumpster fire
Okay.
already.
Oh dear.
Ask Awkward. Welcome to First Class, where you can get an extra bag of peanuts and all the alcohol you could drink. Because what better place is there to be totally inebriated than a metal tube thousands of feet in the sky?
I'm not fucking the peanut bag, am I? Is that the implication here?
No. Fuck, marry, kill. Delta Airlines, American Airlines, and United Airlines. If you want your seat to come with floating devices, you'll have to pay $50 extra.
The fact that there is, fetishes for planes, this isn't fucking helping. And the fact that I know that, and that we live on a planet
we
where
live in
these
a society.
people... We live in a society where this is just accepted. Where people want to fuck airplanes. So what was it? It was Delta, Spirit,
No,
American.
Delta, American, and United. If we
United.
had Spirit, we automatically know who'd be
Delta,
killed.
American, and United.
I would marry United.
You would marry United?
That's an abusive
I
marriage.
would kill... I think... Can we all just agree we would all kill Delta?
Yes!
Oh, absolutely.
Fuck Delta!
Okay, so everyone here would kill Delta.
Yes, Delta keeps breaking my shit every time I fly with them.
We're Delta Airlines, and life is a fucking nightmare.
But yeah, so, Sean, why don't you go first? We already know your kill. What is your fuck and what is your marry?
My fuck is American and my marry is United.
Why would you fuck American Airlines? Please tell us in detail.
Well, I wouldn't want to stay with them for too long, so I would rather have a long-term commitment with United because United's never done me wrong. But I'd rather just like not spend as much time with American. So process of elimination.
Thing is, because I think Sean and I have both had United and American.
Been fucked over by
Yeah.
American Airlines, but at least they're not as bad as Delta. So
Exactly.
It's
Well,
picking the lesser.
I've never
of
actually
evils.
had to deal with Delta, if I recall correctly. I've just heard every goddamn horror story in the book about it, so I stay the fuck away. My most common flight is Frontier, actually. But I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to just mirror Sean's because he makes the most sense of I don't want to commit to it, but it's not that bad. I would marry United. I would just have a one-night stand with American Airlines.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Exactly.
I think I would fuck United. Not just because to give a different answer, but also because I've had some good experiences, had some bad, but I think it's just like, you know what, you're good enough. However, I've never had a bad experience on American Airlines flight.
That is shocking.
And the thing is, when I usually fly internationally, I actually get American a lot. It's either American or United when I fly internationally, and those are the deal breakers of flights, let me tell you. You're going to be in that tube for 10 hours. You might as well enjoy it. And I've flown.
That's what happened to me before I was birthed. I was in that tube for hours.
Sean, what has the statement that Chris has just decided to bring into the world make you feel?
Pretty fucking awkward.
A and Y and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random grabs. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Hard work and analysis, which you do not want to miss on